All right, here's what's going on with Trump's January 6th case. Even though the 2024 presidential election is coming up fast, Judge Tanya Chutkan has made it clear that the election isn't going to delay the trial. She's not letting the fact that Trump is running for president affect the case timeline. It's moving ahead as planned. But before we get into the details, hit the subscribe button, like this video, and leave your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for your support. Trump wasn't at the hearing in D.C. this past Thursday, but his legal team entered a not guilty plea for him on the 4 charges in the indictment from special counsel Jack Smith, which haven't changed. Trump's team has been arguing for months that he has presidential immunity, and they even took it to the Supreme Court. But the Supreme Court sent the case back, saying former presidents have some immunity for their official actions, but not for personal conduct. Now, it's up to Judge Chutkan to decide which parts of Trump's actions fall under his official duties and which don't. Although Chutkan hasn't ruled on the immunity issue yet, the case is expected to move forward soon, maybe as early as this week. Prosecutors are ready to restart the case, while Trump's lawyers want more time to review the evidence, especially since a new indictment was filed recently. They're also arguing that the government is moving too fast, but Chuck Kahn didn't agree, saying that the timeline isn't all that rushed. One of Trump's main arguments is that his communications with Mike Pence leading up to January 6th should be considered part of his official duties, which would give him immunity. Trump's team says that if these communications are immune, the entire indictment falls apart. But Chutkan didn't seem convinced by that argument. Prosecutors, however, are saying that Trump's actions described in the indictment were private, not official, and they're planning to lay out their case in a brief soon, possibly by the end of September. Meanwhile, Trump's team is planning to challenge the legitimacy of the indictment, similar to how they successfully argued in Florida that Jack Smith, the special counsel, wasn't appointed properly. Chutkan has said Trump's legal team can file their motion to dismiss the case, but they'll need strong arguments, especially since the role of a special prosecutor is well established in the legal system. As for the charges, Trump is facing conspiracy to defraud the U.S., conspiracy to obstruct an official proceeding, and conspiracy against rights. The charges are related to his alleged role in trying to create fake electors from 7 states and spreading false information that led to the January 6th attack on the Capitol. The latest indictment, revised on August 27, was adjusted to reflect the Supreme Court's recent rulings on presidential immunity. It no longer includes allegations that Trump pressured the Justice Department to interfere with state election results, but it emphasizes Trump's personal use of social media and his efforts to pressure Pence into accepting fake electors. Trump wins the 2024 election, he could potentially delay or even stop the case against him. But if he loses, the case could still drag on with more appeals, possibly going back to the Supreme Court. Trump's legal team is also planning to argue that his tweets and communications about the election should be considered official actions. Plus, they're going to try to get the case dismissed based on a recent Supreme Court ruling that said January 6th writer couldn't be charged with obstructing an official proceeding, which is a charge Trump also faces. They hope this ruling could help them get Trump's case dropped. So that's where things stand. It's a complicated legal battle unfolding alongside Trump's 2024 campaign, and the outcome could have major political consequences.